Imagine if a single drop of blue liquid could slow aging, boost brain power, and increase your energy levels. Sounds like a science fiction, right? Well, a recent viral clip of RF Kennedy Jr. adding a mysterious blue substance to his drink has everyone talking. That substance, most likely methylene blue, a chemical that is suddenly in the spotlight, hailed by biohackers as a game-changing anti-aging breakthrough. But does it actually work? In this video, we'll dive into its fascinating history, the latest research, its potential benefits, hidden dangers, and whether it's worth trying. Stick around, you don't want to miss this, okay? Hello, my name is Nicholas, and I don't take it for granted whenever you spend your time to watch my videos, whenever they pop up on your screen. Thank you very much, okay? Back to our topic. Methylene blue may look like an ordinary chemical, but its impact on human health could be extraordinary. Originally a synthetic dye, it has gained traction among biohackers and longevity enthusiasts for its potential to enhance mitochondrial function, improve cognitive health, and combat oxidative stress. These are the key drivers of aging. But where did this compound come from, and why is it suddenly in the spotlight? Let us dive into its fascinating journey, okay? The story of methylene blue begins back in 1876 when a German chemist discovered it while developing dyes for textiles. Not long after, doctors found it useful for staining tissues under a microscope. That's for lab tests, okay? But its real breakthrough came when scientists realized it could treat malaria, making it the first fully synthetic drug ever used in medicine. Amazing. Fast forward today, and researchers are rediscovering its potential, this time not for infection, but for longevity and brain health, okay? Studies have shown that methylene blue supports mitochondria. This is a tiny powerhouse of our cells. It supports by increasing energy production and protecting against oxidative damage. Since mitochondrial dysfunction is linked to aging and neurodegenerative diseases, scientists began wondering, could this blue dye be a secret weapon against aging itself? Here is where it gets exciting. A 2008 study found that methylene blue helped human cells survive longer in lab experiments by reducing oxidative stress and boosting mitochondrial efficiency, okay? Then, animal studies suggested it may protect brain cells, prevent seizures, and even improve memory. In a landmark experiment, researchers scanned the brains of participants taking methylene blue while performing cognitive tasks, okay? Guess the results: increased brain activity and enhanced memory performance. Another study showed it could help patients undergo therapy for claustrophobia by strengthening new memory formation. This suggests it may have profound effects on brain function, okay? However, when tested in mice for lifespan extension, the results were mixed. While a female mice saw a slight increase in maximum lifespan, the overall effects wasn't statistically significant, okay? So, does this mean methylene blue isn't useful for longevity? Not necessarily, okay? Consider omega-3 fatty acids. Animal studies failed to show a lifespan boost, yet human trials revealed massive cardiovascular benefits. Could the same be true for methylene blue? We need more data. Of course, it is not all good news. Methylene blue has potential risk, and taking it without proper guidance can be dangerous, okay? One major concern is serotonin syndrome, a life-threatening condition that occurs when serotonin levels become too high in your blood, okay? Since methylene blue can interfere with serotonin breakdown, similar to some antidepressants, it can be hazardous if combined with certain medications, okay? Another risk involves red blood cells, okay? Some people have a genetic enzyme deficiency that makes them more susceptible to methylene blue's effects on oxygen transport, which can lead to serious complications, okay? Even in healthy individuals, excessive doses may cause side effects like nausea, dizziness, and even loss of taste. On top of that, the supplement industry is largely unregulated, okay? Meaning the methylene blue products you find online may not be pure or accurately labeled. Some may even contain harmful contaminants like heavy metals, okay? So without standardized dosing guidelines or long-term human studies, the risks remain uncertain, okay? So where does that leave us? Right now, the evidence for methylene blue as a longevity supplement is intriguing but far from conclusive, okay? While lab and animal studies show promise, we lack large-scale human trials to confirm its safety and efficacy. That's why I do not currently recommend it to my patients, okay? Instead, I focus on science-backed strategies that are proven to extend lifespan. For example, a recent study found that simple lifestyle changes can add years, even decades to your life, okay? A diet rich in whole grains, legumes, fruits, vegetables, and nuts combined with the reduced processed foods could add up to 13 extra years if adopted early. Even switching at age 60 could still provide an extra 8 years. Exercise is another powerful tool. Studies show that those who hit their physical activity targets lower their risk of death by 19 to 25%. While methylene blue remains an interesting topic, focusing on well-researched strategies like diet and exercise is a safer bet for longevity. But if you are curious about other anti-aging supplements, be careful. Some of them may be doing more harm than good, okay? Click here to watch my next video on more healthy insights. Bye.